Hey guys, 2017 red Ford F150. Only thing the customer's complaining about. It's very typical on these. Seat pocket on the passenger side ripped out. We're gonna sew that up real quick for them and get you set up. Just want to give you a look here. Very typical on these. Kids hang on them, people hang on them, trying to get in or out. Actually rip them out. Very typical on these. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I want to clean up my edges here a little bit, get rid of these strings, a little extra stuff hanging off so it doesn't get in our way. So we're just gonna cut that stuff off and get rid of it. And I'll probably clean up my end here a little bit, is what I usually do. We can tuck that back in, fold that in. I got my needle and my thread. I'm purposely using a light color string here. Normally I would use black. Just want you to see what I'm doing here. Is what I'll usually try to do. It's hard to sew from the top down on these because you want to pull and then it wants to pull it back down. Just as a side note, there is a piece of plastic in here that stiffens this up, and you can pull that out if you don't have enough material and just trim it off a little bit with your scissors, and then you can pull it tight again. But usually what I'll try to do is get one stitch to hold the top up where I want it. So I'll put my needle in there, and then I want this to be up here. I'm gonna get one stitch in there. I can actually pull this up in now. Okay, you see that's already starting to come together a little bit. All that's going to do this first stitch is just hold this so I can stitch this back up. So I'm just going to tie this off here. It's basically just a helping hand for yourself. One little knot in there. That'll help hold that up. A lot of guys will do a double needle stitch. That's fine. I like those also. I do those all the time. This guy is a dealership. They just want a quick, cheap fix on this. So I'm starting on the inside here to hide my knot down inside. Now I'm going to sew upward. So I'm going to go either side of that factory seam as close as I can to it. Again, normally I'd be using black thread, but I just wanted to do this so you can see my quick stitches on this. You see I'm just going back and forth, almost like a double needle stitch, but only with one. Just doing like a blind stitch. And typically I like to go 3 or 4 stitches, then pull it tight. Try to go as far as I can just so you can see how I'm going back and forth here. Sorry about the trucks in the background. Got some noise going on here. This might be be my last one. I'm gonna get right on top. I don't know if you can see now, we just went back and forth. Now when we pull that tight, all I want to do is tuck all those frayed edges in. Now when we pull up on this, see how nice and tight that made that? We're going to do one more here on the end. Get right down in that seam. I want to make this almost stronger than it was when it was new. See, that brought that right up there. You can see, even though I don't have black thread, if you do this pretty well, you hide all your stitches anyhow. So you don't really see much of anything. Tiny little bit right there. We're going to tie this off inside this pocket so it doesn't come apart. Put a stitch or two in there, knot or two, tie it off. We'll come back in next to our knot and then out farther so we can hide that knot down inside there. You won't even see that. I'll pull on my thread a little, give it a snip, and that's it. They wanted a quick sew job. That's what we got them. Actually looks pretty good. I probably will dust a little color on this for them. Let's get some color and do that. Okay, got some color here for them. Only because I used the white thread. Had I used the black thread, you wouldn't have even seen that. We'll clean this up, dust a little color over it for them. And they're good to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. What would you like to see next? Thanks for watching.